I'm Johnny Rich. I cook, I stay fit, and I want to share it all with you. Now when it comes time for you to get healthy, there's no excuses. All right, we are in my kitchen again. I have a really nice dish for you. It's very simple, actually. It's wild salmon with Bing cherries. We're gonna cut these in half. We're gonna saute these. We're gonna actually caramelize them in cherry juice, black cherry juice. I got this very odd recipe off the internet, but I think you'll like it. Okay, I went ahead and prepared some of these cherries already, but I will give you a basic idea of what you have to do. Let me show you that. You just like that, and you can save that for later if you want to eat those. Just cut right alongside the pit, which is right there. Okay, there's the pit. And then you end up with a whole bowl and then something to eat a little bit later. Okay, so you take those cherries, get enough of them. I cut about 20 cherries. Got about probably 20 cherries in there. Now we're going to caramelize that with some Norwegian honey. Now why Norwegian honey? It is amongst the best. It's rich, it's smooth, it's so creamy and sweet, and it makes a very nice reduction. Okay, and a good friend of mine, Einar Perry Scott, right out of New York City, told me that in person. And you know what? He was right. It really is the best honey to do a reduction with. Okay, now we're going to take the salmon, the wild salmon, make sure it's wild salmon, all right, and then we're going to just saute that with some olive oil, and I'm going to slice up some onions and red pepper to give it a little more flavor, a little pungent flavor, and then we'll have a combination of the sweet meets sour. Very nice dish. Okay, now let's start with the red bell pepper here. I'm just going to take a little bit of this, okay. Now come over here, I'm going to slice a purple onion, get that going. Let's take a nice close look at that. We get ready, we're going to let that reduce. We're going to throw the salmon right in there in a few minutes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crush the garlic. I like to crush the garlic instead of slicing it or chopping it, because you get that oil, nice strong flavor. Let's throw that in there. See that? All that oil comes out and works its way into the salmon. All right, so that's enough. We don't want to overdo it with the garlic. I've got here a little bit of that black cherry juice I told you about. All right, you can pick it up anywhere. You can get a generic version of it because it does get quite expensive. All right, just put it in there. That's going to reduce down, give it a high heat. Okay, now I have this exceptional honey. It's Norwegian honey. It's very thick and creamy, and it just makes a really nice reduction. Okay, so I'm going to get that in there right now. Okay, about a tablespoon of that in there. Good friend of mine, Einar, right out of New York City, told me to use that honey on any occasion I get because it's great for your allergies, it's great for reductions, it's got a nice flavor to it. Okay, that's going to reduce. Now we're going to take those cherries. We've pitted them. Do not forget to pit them and check them. We're going to throw that right in there along with the black cherry juice. Okay, now that's beautiful. Look at that. Now what you want to do with that is let that reduce. Let it soften up a little bit. What's going to happen is I'm going to put the salmon right in there with the onions and the peppers. Let that infuse. Then I'm going to pour the cherries, that whole reduction, right over the whole thing. It's going to be delicious. We're going to put that on a bed of mixed greens. You're going to like this, okay? All right. Okay, we're back here. Now you want to take this salmon here, add a little bit of olive oil to it. All right. Let's get that in there now. Throw that in there. Get that on a high heat at first, a nice high heat. Sear in those juices, flip it after give it about a minute. You want to serve this medium rare, closer to rare with the salmon. Our reduction is looking really good, as you can see. That's nice and sweet. So now you're going to have that salty salmon, basically, with the sea salt and the peppers and the onions, and it's going to balance itself off really nicely with this caramelized cherry dish. Okay, now we're going to prepare our salad here. I'm just going to throw a little bit of olive oil on there, and I'm going to crush a small piece of garlic on there. Just a little bit, just about that much. Just so enough comes out. Let me grab that little piece there. Okay, that garlic is really good for you. That'll keep your immune system strong. Move it around. It's already got some olive oil in there. I'm moving those greens around. Okay. Let me grab a little lemon juice. A little bit of lemon juice. Lots of lemon on your fish and on your salads. Very nice dish. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to plate that. Mix it nice. Mix it really good. Plate it like so. Mixed greens, lots of chlorophyll in there. Okay. The salmon looks pretty good. Flip it over. The peppers and onions have reduced very nicely. Let's get that on top of the greens. There's one piece. There's another piece. Nice cherry reduction. Just put it right on top there. Now that is a beautiful dish. It was a little bit odd when I first read it, but you know what? First time I had it, I loved it, and I could not wait to cook it again. And I'm doing it here on the show. Again, this is salmon with caramelized cherries on it. My name is Johnny Rich. I hope you enjoy, because this is a good one. And tune in every Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. Bon appetit. Wow. Very nice. Stay healthy. Hello, South Florida. Welcome to another episode of Health and Fitness. This is Johnny Rich. Today I have a special guest all the way from the Ukraine. Her name is Katia. Hello, Katia.
Hi, John.
Okay, now you're in Miami, one of the greatest cities in the world. How is it so far?
It's good.
How good?
Beautiful.
Nightlife?
Nightlife is crazy.
It's crazy?
Yes.
Okay, now what do you do to stay in shape? What do you like to do?
I love jog, going to the gym.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, now have you ever worked with resistance bands?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So we got a little experience now, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to warm up first without the bands, and then we're going to go into some upper body exercises and some lower body exercises. Coming up right at you, South Florida. Here we come. All right, now the first thing we're going to do here is a nice little warm-up, an upper body warm-up. We want to work the rotator cuff. We want to warm up the neck. Just an easy 2 to 3 minute warm-up. First thing we want to do is just bring our head forward and back, like so. We're going to do a few of those. There we go. And we're going to stop there, and now we're just going to go side to side like that. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Your ear to your shoulder. Okay, now we're going to take our right hand and we're going to grab our head and just pull it and stretch it a little bit. Hold it for 5 seconds and do the other side. Same thing. Okay, now we want to rotate our shoulders, Katia. Okay, here we go. Just rotate them to the front. Just keep going forward. That's it. All right, we're in sync. Here we go. Now you can do this at home. Just stand up and do it, and now bring it to the back. Let's warm it up. We're warming up the rotator cuff. How's that feel, Katia?
It's good.
It's good? All right. Okay, and you want to watch your posture, right? Always keep those shoulders back, keep your chest strong, tummy tucked in. Okay, now let's put our hands to the side, both hands, and make small circles to the front. This is for the rotator cuff. Make them a little bit bigger. There we go. Now stop and make small ones to the back, little circles. You always want to warm up to avoid injury. Always warm up. Okay, now let's cross our right. And that's for the tricep. Now let's cross to the left. There we go. Okay, now let's take a deep breath in. And reach up one more time, take a deep breath, start from right here in the middle, and make a nice big circle, and up. And stretch to the sky as high as you can. There we go. Get on your toes if you have to, there you go. Okay, bring it down. All right, now we're gonna warm up a little bit of the lower body. So now the lower body, we'll just do some real simple squats. Just keep your feet about shoulder width apart, like so. And we're just going to do a deep knee bend, hands forward, and we're just going to bend down as if we're sitting in a chair. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to do this exercise together, okay? So put your hand on my shoulder. Okay, and it's great if you're married or you have your boyfriend or girlfriend around, get them off the couch and let's get healthy. Okay, now we're using this for balance. We're going to bring up our left foot. All right, that's even better, and make small circles. There we go. This is for the knee and the hip flexor. We're just stirring a big cup of coffee this morning. And it's actually not as easy as it looks, right? It's kind of hard. You gotta be coordinated, you know? Okay, now let's switch it up. Do the other leg and make circles in. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now it's the other side. 2. Okay, and relax. Okay, shake it off a little bit. Okay, now let's bring our left knee just straight up. We're going to warm up the whole hip flexor. We're just going to bring it up like so. 1, and then 2. There we go. And together, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. Simple little routine to warm up the muscles. And then we're going to put some resistance on it with the resistance bands. How's that sound? Great?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Okay, you want to move your body about 30 minutes a day. If you want to do a little cardio, I guess cardio is important, right? How long do you run for usually, about?
Like 2 hours.
2-hour run? You do a marathon. Wow. That's really how to burn those calories, right? Now, do you watch what you eat?
Yes, of course.
Okay, relax.
I try to eat only healthy food.
Okay.
So it's vegetables, fruit, juice, fresh juices.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. So you do a little bit of juice like carrot juice, apple juice?
Yes, apple and carrot juice.
Together?
Together, yeah.
Do you ever do a little parsley or a little bit of cucumber?
I don't like it, but you know, I know that it's healthy, so I eat it.
So you eat it. So see, it doesn't always have to taste good. So you know what? Eat your veggies whether you like them or not. All right, now we're going to go on to the resistance band. Okay, we're going to go right into this segment. The first exercise is shoulders. You ready to do shoulders?
Let's do it.
Let's do it? You ready to get in shape?
Yes.
Okay, South Florida, if you're at home, you got resistance bands or some light dumbbells, please join us. Let's keep Florida healthy and strong. Here we are at Bay Harbor Fitness. Today we are going to do shoulders. I'm just going to isolate the next 5 minutes towards shoulders. Just shoulders. Here we go. This is a military press. I'm going to warm up with this. About 10 to 15 reps. Deep breath. And blow it out on the contraction. Deep breath on the expansion. Blow it out. And warm that muscle up. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to head over to some free weights and then do some dumbbells. We're going to do alternating shoulder raises here with the cable machine. You want to just go slightly above the shoulder. Try not to pull too much with your wrist. You want to get that elbow up. Let the elbow lead this exercise. And that'll isolate the shoulder. Today's routine is a superset routine, and that means there's very little rest in between each exercise. Okay, I'm gonna alternate to the other side after this one. Here we go, squeeze that muscle, come on. That's it. That's it. It's a lateral side pull here for the shoulders. Keep that tummy tucked in. Knees about shoulder width apart. It's really burning right now. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the traps, which is right here. The traps and also the rhomboids tie into that area. Great for football players. Great to relieve tension if you get a lot of headaches. So we're gonna use the straight bar right here. Okay, feet shoulder width apart. Let's bring those elbows right up over your shoulders. I'm gonna really make it burn. So now I'm gonna do some light militaries over the head for the overall part of the shoulder. And squeeze up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Okay, now I'm gonna bring them in front of me. This is an advanced exercise, so please be careful. Bring the elbows up. 1 and 2. This is for the front part of the shoulder. 3. Keep that back straight. 4. And we're going to do these together. One more. Okay, now I'm going to do the traps. Same dumbbells. Just going to raise those elbows. Here we go. Bring those elbows up over your shoulders. Relax. Let's have a nice stretch, deep breath. Bring it in front of the body. Bring it across the body, stretch that shoulder. Bring it over the head, elbow behind the head. Nice stretch. Same thing on the other side. Hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Across the body. Deep breath. Blow it out. Now we're going to go over to this machine right over here. Okay, continuing the shoulder superset routine. Here we go. Squeeze it out. Here we go. We are Bay Harbor Fitness. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time at home. Try to stay healthy. Try to get a good 30-minute jog in or walk in every day. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Here we go. A few more. Supersetting the shoulder. I'm just banging out these exercises with very little rest in between. Just shocking the muscle group here. And we're squeezing it. As you notice, I changed my hand position. On the earlier set, my hand was over here. Now it's in front. This is going to focus a lot more on the front part of the shoulder. I'm going to do 5 more. Starting to burn. Okay, 9th thing. Deep breath. Breathe as you do the exercise. On the contraction, you want to blow it out. Now, if you want to get a nice pump, you want to make sure you do not eat at least an hour and a half before you start a routine like this. You just want to hydrate in between sets. Plenty of water. And don't forget to stretch in between sets as well. That'll keep the muscle warm. I'll do 2 more. 1 and 2, and relax. Okay, now I'm just going to stretch a little bit here. Just going to pull that shoulder a little bit beyond its natural range of motion. Other side. Deep breath. Let's pull it back like this. And the other side. All right, continuing with shoulders right now. We're going to do this trapezoid raise here. This will hit behind the neck and also the rhomboids, which are right below the neck muscles. Raise with the elbows. For those of you who suffer with headaches, this is a really great exercise because it delivers blood to the area of the neck and the traps. And then after you do a couple of sets, it really relieves that area of any kind of tension that you had throughout the day. And pull it up, get those elbows up in the air. Do a few more. And relax. Okay, that about does it for the shoulder routine. Again, we did a superset. We are at Bay Harbor Fitness. Stay healthy, and don't forget, food to the body is like truth for your soul. I'm Johnny Rich. I cook, I stay fit, and I want to share it all with you. Now when it comes time for you to get healthy, there's no